Hi, today we are going to know more about redundancy. What is redundancy in any language? Not only in English, we'll have in all languages redundancy. So it refers to unnecessary words and phrases, are either in speaking or in writing. It occurs two or more words together that mean the same already used. So see example, we also say something redundant when a modifier's meaning is contained in the word it modifies. For example, if I am saying a word called merge together, merge is coming together. So together is giving the same meaning, merge is giving the same meaning. So we can simply say that maybe meaning is the company is merged, the partners merged. That is enough. Are the courses merged? We can say that. Adequate enough. Adequate itself is enough. So adequate, sufficient, enough, all these are giving same meaning. So we can simply say it is enough, it is adequate. Any one word is enough. So we are using two means we are using a redundant word, or we are bringing redundancy into the picture. When we write, we should try to be as clear and concise as we can be. So precise and concise writing is very important. So to get that technique, so we first should give up the redundancy. If we learn how to get a message across without adding unnecessary words, readers are more likely to read what we are writing. So we should practice redundancy and to be a good writer or speaker. Why you should not use redundant phrases? Already we discussed in the initial um, slide, the same. So every word you use should add something new to your piece of writing. Every word should be fresh, new, novel. So what actually reader expect from you or listener expect from you is to listen something new and some variety is preferred. So when you are using, always add some new word, add something new to your speaking. So if you are redundant, so it will be boring. So when you use a redundant phrase, you are using two or more words that mean the same thing. They are nothing new. You are not going to give any new experience to the listener. So redundancies pad your writing and bore your readers. The longer sentences are available are liable to make people stop reading altogether. So if you are writing longer sentences, padding one word meaning the same, so two or more words which are meaning the same, then you are going to be redundant. So you have to avoid. See, let us see what actually redundance. Only we came to know that definition and explanation part. So we'll see some examples. Common redundancies to be avoided in business writing. What are they? So you are saying collaborated together. Suppose in a business, two people want to collaborate. So collaborate is coming together. So no need to say collaborated together. So they came together to start a business. They collaborated to start a business. Both are giving same meaning. Past experience. Experience means what actually you have done in the past. So you can say he got good experience. So he is an experienced person. So please remove here past. So I from my past I can use an example you can say. From my experience I can give you an example you can say. Any one word. So only better is here experience is more professional. The reason why, so you are already answering a question, giving a reason. So why again putting a question here? So remove that why and say the reason for my late coming or the reason uh, why, if you are saying the reason for my late submission, we can say is that directly give the reason instead of saying why. Plus, in addition, many people will miss plus means addition only. So you can say simple plus and addition. Simple plus is addition only. So you can say in addition to English, I can speak Hindi. So you can say so. Um, so to anything you want to add, you better use addition is a professional word than plus. Close proximity, or some people say that our house is close proximity to the college. So proximity is close in location. So don't say that. Maybe you can say our house is in a good, maybe you can say very uh, in a proximity to the college instead of close proximity. Or you can simply say close to college. If it is location means close in a location, you can say, or you can say its distance is very less. Scrutiny. So for close scrutiny, we use scrutiny means actually doing word by word, maybe letter by letter, maybe observing point by point, very careful observation. So that same thing. So instead of close scrutiny, you can say scrutiny is done in this case. So scrutiny is done, maybe answer booklet scrutiny is done means they observed everything. Scrutiny is a very higher word than just correction. So that maybe we can use scrutiny here very instead of that close scrutiny. Close study sometimes. So study qualifying these words with the close. So avoid close using close study, close proximity, close scrutiny, subject proximity, scrutiny, study is enough. Okay, collaborate, join, meet, merge together. They all give the same. Don't say that they joined or collaborated. We can simply say collaborate, and we can say they joined, we can say they met, they merged. So we can simply use like that. If you write a group of if you write of a group that collaborates or meets, you imply that there is another way to collect or confer. To speak of joining or merging together is likewise redundant. So we say they like collaborated. The both of them collaborated. Both the companies merged. So they came together. They joined for the business. They met for the business. So like that you can use only one word is enough to give. If you want to be very professional word, use they collaborated. So you can say that they are merged. So you can go for this kind of words and stuff. See, I'll be giving some sentences in the next slide. So we'll just go through and we'll see how to avoid the redundancy. See here, identify first. So we have just learned some of them, how the redundancies are providing some unnecessary burden to the speaker and the writer, and the sentences are unnecessarily decorated. So to avoid this, so we have to check here the sentences, what actually we are missing. I possibly might go to London for my post-graduation. So what is the redundant word here? So what it is? So first of all, we'll do this, then we can say possibly. So possibly is might are giving the same meaning. So you can say, I might go to London for my post-graduation. So maybe sure, you have some kind of confirmation from the university. So you might go to London for my, so it's more stronger than may. So we can use that. I possibly go to London for my post-graduation is also a comparatively lesser degree than might. Use anyone. I possibly go to London for my post-graduation, or I might go to London for my post-graduation is enough. We have to plan ahead for the admission in a good university. So come based on that only I have created one more sentence here. Plan ahead. Two words are there. Both are giving the same. So we have to plan for the admission in a good university. So that is ahead is so is not required. We have to think ahead, we can say, but planning is also is doing something ahead of what we are going to do in the future. India banned all the foreign imports due to the pandemic. So India banned all foreign goods, we can say, or India banned all imports is very simple due to the pandemic. So directly we can say India banned all imports due to pandemic. That is the correct sentence. So avoid here foreign. Import is which we are going bringing from the foreign country only. Don't enter into the cabin. This is a wrong sentence. Don't enter the cabin. That's enough. Or don't come into the cabin. So we can say, don't walk into the cabin. So we can use, but enter itself is giving into, come into, walk into. That's why don't enter the cabin is the right sentence. Remove the into after enter because enter is giving the same meaning. He is not genuine. His tears are false pretense. He is not genuine. The sentence is absolutely right. He is not genuine. He is a false person. So his tears are false. You can say that. False are pretense. Pretense means it is not real. What is not real is false. So remove pretense. His tears are false. These two companies are merged together. So these two companies came together. Are there two companies joined together? So merge is maybe the two companies are merged is enough. No need of together. The exams are postponed until later. So you love this word. So sometimes exams are postponed. That is enough. Until later. Postponed means for the later date only. So remove until later. Food and shelter are basic fundamentals. Food and shelter. So I think is connected by end. So we can use are here. But are fundamentals. Food and shelter are the fundamentals for the man. What are the three fundamental or basic needs of the man are maybe food, shelter, and so these things we have to remember. So food and shelter are fundamentals, are basic. Don't look back into the past history. Looking back itself is past only. So don't look back. Don't look back is enough. Into the past history is not required. Don't look back, go ahead. So you can use another new sentence there to give a very good emphasis on your idea. He completely filled with joy when he came to know the end results. So he completely filled with joy. He filled with joy is enough. So completely filled, why you are giving that? So it is he filled with joy when he came to know the results. End is also here redundancy. Here the completely is also redundancy. He filled with joy when he came to know the results. So, and I think you already know I'll be sending more exercises for you to practice more redundancies, and maybe you can be very perfect avoiding redundancies. Thank you. Happy learning.